What's up, San Antonio? Are you needing to get your taxes or your bookkeeping services done? Then head on over to JD & Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services. You can find JD & Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services on Facebook and on Instagram. Now, I know you guys may be saying tax season is over. It's not over, my friend. There's still some bookkeeping you need to do. Make sure you get them books nice and organized. Don't let your little Juanita, Panchita, your neighbor over there, make sure she does your taxes. She can't even remember her own name. She's gonna remember to do your taxes right, or your bookkeeping. So guys, head on over to JD & Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services. Let me tell you where you can find them at. You can find them at 4702 West Avenue, number 8, San Antonio, Texas, zip code 78213. You can call them at area code 210-816-0357. Again, JD & Associates LLC, Bookkeeping and Tax Services, an official sponsor for DeLoco Podcast. All right, guys, do you have a tío named Juanito, last name Panchito, and he works on techos, and he works on the construction site? Well, I got some good news for you. You no longer have to use your tío Juanito Panchito. Steel Nails Roofing and Construction is here to help you out. And not just you. I'm talking to all the realtors out there. Realtors, if you're out there and you sell the Mamalonsky Casotas, I'm talking to you. There are some good incentives for you that Steel Nails Roofing and Construction is providing just for you. Now, let me tell you how you can come in contact with Steel Nails Roofing and Construction. You can contact Steel Nails Roofing and Construction at area code 210-749-9392, located right here in San Antonio, Texas. They have special incentives for any and all realtors. They beat any price, upgrading you automatically, not outsourcing any of the work. They are the roofers, baby. So let me tell you once again, tell your tío Juanito Panchito he is no longer needed. Steel Nails Roofing and Construction is here to help you out. Steel Nails Roofing and Construction, an official sponsor for DeLoco Podcast.
Estás escuchando DeLoco Podcast.
There's no more water in there? Okay.
That's good. You're good. You're good. That's cool though, man. I'm glad. You're representing them.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. How we've been talking for a little bit already. So I know I'd met Art. I met him and I was messaging him for a while, and then he's like, "Look, it's me and my buddy. I'm partnered up with him. He does all like the multimedia stuff for him.
Yeah,
he's a beast, dude. When it comes to that kind of stuff, videography, photography, everything. Like he does everything like to the T, dude. Like he's super good. So we had been talking for a little bit, and then we started talking a little bit more, and then I reached out to the actual company, which is his friend. And he's like, "Yeah, bro, let's do it. We'll create you a code and we'll do everything like that. Whoever orders, you know what I mean?"
That's chingon, man.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's a long time coming, dude. I've been wanting to do something like this that made sense. So everybody thought it was my brand because the font looks exactly like.
Oh, true.
I was like, nah. So, but it works. Like it fits. It fits similarity. So it works out perfect.
The stars aligned for that to happen.
Yeah, dude, the stars aligned for it, dude. So I'm excited for that, bro. So
hell yeah, I love it.
Bro, thank you, man, for coming, dude.
Yeah.
I had you scheduled for October, but I said let's just move them up.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So that's why I say, hey, bro, I know it's last minute, pero.
Yeah, I love last minute. That's my life, dude.
Hey, dude. I mean, how's it? I know you're. How many years already now with Spectrum already?
Going on 5 years, dude.
5 years already?
December 9th, I'll be 5 years. I was told by some tenured coworkers that we get extra PTO when we hit our 5 years. I'm like, dude. Extra time off. I love it.
Extra time off, dude. Okay, perfect, man. That's good for you. 5 years. Congratulations, dude, on that.
Thank you,
That's
man.
awesome, dude.
Crazy.
That's already. Do you see yourself staying there for a long time, or do you think you want to venture off to something else eventually later down the line? Or
for the foreseeable future, I still want to be there. They let me do whatever I want. They let me be me. They challenge me, and they don't overwork me.
Okay.
The only person that overworks me is myself.
Yeah.
So my bosses kind of remind me, hey, relax, dude. It's okay to take time off. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But it's just that mentality of like, if you're not working, or if you're taking time off, you're not working.
You're not working, yeah.
You're not, so I'm trying to part ways with those habits and those things that we learned when we were younger,
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. So, all right, man. Well, Guys, welcome back to DeLoco Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I am your host, Gilbert de la Rosa, a.k.a. El Papi Chulo. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Shout out to our sponsor, Más Energía, more energy, more flavor. Shout out to our sponsor, JD & Associates, LLC, bookkeeping and tax services, as well as steel, nails, roofing, and construction. Shout out to my sponsors. Shout out to everyone that's listening today. This is episode number 65.
Woo!
65, baby. Okay, we gotta...
The retirement episode, 65.
65. That's usually the time when people start to retire, from work and whatnot. It is what it is. But
you're just getting started.
Yeah, I'm just getting started. Exactly. I'm just getting started, bro. So you guys can listen to DeLoco Podcast. Listen to episode number 65 right here on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio Podcasts. And then please do subscribe to DeLoco Podcast on YouTube. Thank you so very much for the subscribers. We're up to 1,140 subscribers. Yes, man. So I'm so excited. I know for some other people, like, that's it. But, man, it's been a long time coming to get those subscribers. Bro. It's hard, bro, to get subscribers, man. So hit the campanita. You can't miss it. Type in DeLoco Podcast. You can't miss El Papi Chulazo. That's right there on the YouTube banner. So make sure you hit the little campanita and please subscribe to DeLoco Podcast. Welcome back, Jose Arredondo. Welcome back, my friend. Yeah. Thank you so very much, baby. Yeah. Welcome back, my friend.
Oh, where's the mask?
Yeah, dude, welcome back, man. I've been wanting to bring you back for some time. I know when I took a break and I came back, you were my first guest to come back after my 4-month break.
Yeah.
Which was back in 2022, going into the new year in 2023.
Yeah, because I remember it was really cold that day.
Yeah, it was really cold. I know I had hit you up. And shout out to my boy, Juan Ginés. Shout out to Albert as well.
Yeah, Juan and Albert.
Juan and Albert, man. So those guys are the ones who are like, yeah, bro, you should get Jose. You won't say no, big dog. So I remember I reached out and I was super excited because I said, man, Spectrum News, this would be good. We hit it off ever since then. We've been friends ever since, dude. So it's super cool to see how long you've come, dude, in your career with Spectrum News, which right now we're just talking about. So kudos to you, dude. Kudos to you.
Thank
and
you, man.
All the stories that you're putting out, I get real chismoso, bro. And I see your videos, man, on Instagram. They're really good. They're very intriguing. I like how you present the video. Like you have your form of your way. West Side, baby, representing.
Puro Hueso, papa.
Yeah, and you have your way and your form of bringing the video to life. And I think that's awesome that Spectrum News allows you to do that, man. Kudos to Spectrum News, man.
Yeah, I always give them credit for letting me do that, man, because if I were at other places, I probably wouldn't be able to do that. Not saying I wouldn't be able to, but a week in a life at other places probably wouldn't look like the way it does at Spectrum, where I get to spend time with people, break bread with them, and just listen to them more so than anything, and actually put out what they said versus other places who, let's say we sit down and interview for an hour and all you see is 10 seconds of what you said. I mean, to me, that's kind of disrespectful. Yeah. Well, it is disrespectful. And for me, I'm not going to promise an hour because TV, you can only get 2.5 minutes, max, maybe 2:43 minutes. But I do allow people's voices to be heard. So I always say, majority of my stories, you'll mainly hear the people that I interviewed more. My voice is just there to guide the story and to, just take you on this journey in the life of of our gente, right? The people who become vulnerable with me, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's a lot of fun, man. I enjoy it. Going on 5 years is crazy. I'm going to be 30 next March.
30 next March. Welcome to the 30s club, baby. Welcome to that 30s club.
I thought you were going to hit me with the Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle where he's like, damn.
Damn.
What? You ever see the Pat McAfee show where all of them go, what?
Yeah, what? When they had Brock Lesnar, dude.
Yeah, dude, Brock was doing it with them.
Yeah. What?
Saskatchewan, what? Hunting, what? Oh, that was beautiful.
Dude, crazy, man. Speaking of which, I know TNA was here. Did you get to go to the TNA wrestling?
I didn't, bro. I thought it was going to be next weekend.
That's what I thought, too. And then when I saw the Hardy Boys opened up, I was like, bro, I thought that was next weekend.
Yeah. I ran into one of my homies Friday night, and he had just left the show. And then this one kid named Sam, he goes to my university. He's this young reporter who looks up to me.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at his IG story, and he had interviewed Nick Namath, Dolph Ziggler, basically.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler, yeah.
So he interviewed him. I was like, what the heck, dude? That's so awesome.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
and I
super
wanted
cool.
to see Joe Hendry.
Dude, right now he's like...
He's white hot right now.
I don't know what's going on, dude. It's...
He came out of nowhere, and everybody's just like, Joe Hendry.
Yeah, I believe in Joe Hendry. It's like, yeah,
I'm like,
dude. Right away, it's like...
He's over, bro.
I don't know.
Once you're over, you're over.
I don't know, man. Speaking of which, what do you think about this whole the bloodline? How do you think about that?
I'm glad Roman's back.
Right.
Because I was tired of seeing, I'm sorry, Solo.
He's not the it factor. I mean, he's got something.
He's got it. It's just, I don't know. I just don't like this very serious. Like, when he was in NXT, he could talk. He could, you know. But, dude, Jacob Fatu, bro. That guy is... Dude, when he took out Roman in a boot...
I know.
That's when I'm like, I would never want to fight a Samoan.
I love all those music. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But I'm liking where it's going now that Roman's back. Hopefully Heyman comes back.
I know, man. I like that they're bringing back the old pay-per-views, Bad Blood.
Yes.
Bad Blood is next month, which is cool.
Look how far they've come. Remember a couple years ago when Samoa Joe fought Brock and it was, I'm going to see you at Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah,
like, oh,
dude.
gosh. Who came up with that name?
What a title, right? What a title.
Great Balls of Fire. I'm like,
Great Balls
no.
of Fire.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to watch that pay-per-view.
No. I'm excited for Netflix for January.
Oh, that's going to be crazy.
Dude, it's going to be wild.
It's going to be crazy.
I think the Attitude Era that we've seen, that we grew up in, it's going to be to the max. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's going to come and it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited, too, whenever The Rock does come back and he brings back, you know, that Rock.
Yeah, dude.
The last final boss, Rock.
Yo, when he turned heel, that was like... All right, we're.
It was the right thing to do because I feel like if the fans didn't complain about what happened to Cody, he would have tried to be a face.
Yeah, he would have.
Like, you know, it's like, no, it doesn't work.
And I think now he understands the business to another perspective. Like, okay, these people want this, so let's just give them that. Like, we're in their world, so let's just give them what they want. I mean, let's just do it. Let's go ahead and let's do it. So
yeah, that was crazy. It felt like the Yesomania where the fans were pushing for it. That and Kofi Mania too. Kofi was another one where
man,
the fans were like, dude, imagine if Kofi wins.
I know.
And he got his moment. So.
It's crazy. Oh, what about even this past weekend? So this past week, did you get to watch Canelo's fight?
I didn't get to see it, man. I was gonna go out and go watch it, but I was just tired. That day was the closing reception for my buddy Mauro de la Tierra.
Okay.
Him and our friend Josh, they put together this beautiful show that day. Or they were ending the show. So at the Central Library, the Enchilada Library, they had a portrait and a photo of 30 people in the community that they interviewed over the last year. I was one of those 30 people.
Oh, nice.
And Albert was one too.
Okay.
So it was beautiful. It was a painting and a photo. And so that was their closing reception and the artist talk. And then after that, I went to my sister's, her baby shower. And by then I was tired. And so I didn't get to see the fight. I was watching on Twitter.
Yeah.
I couldn't find any illegal streams.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he dominated.
He gave him the bing, bang, boom, boom.
Oh, bro.
The way he explained it,
Did you see that video where it's him at that press conference doing it and it's showing him beat up
Dude,
Edgar?
big time.
Man.
Big time, man. And then kudos to Dana White, dude. Did you see those photos and those videos?
Dude, that's insane, bro.
They're in Las Vegas Sphere.
Yeah.
Dude, that is sick. I don't see why not Triple H would put a WWE event there, dude. Like,
oh, yeah.
That is wild to see that. Like, it looks so real. Like, the video coming in. There was, like, they had a video reaction of somebody that was watching it. Like, they were, like, so in tuned.
Yeah.
When the video started coming closer, like, they were, like, getting real scared. And it's like, dude,
Did you see when it's like the red, white, and green, like, smoke was coming out?
Dude.
And it was on the screen, but it looked like it was actual smoke. I was like, what the heck?
That's wild, dude.
That was cool. And then, what's his name? One, right? What's that vato's name?
Chihuihuis.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, he did so good, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Good. And everybody did the chihuihuis when he was there, dude. That's crazy,
yeah, dude, that was funny, man. I was like, all right, cool. Like, I just didn't want, when someone talks smack and they don't pull through. It's like, man, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is embarrassing, dude. It is.
Yeah.
It is. It was cool to see Rey Mysterio was there. Dominique Mysterio was there too.
Yeah.
I love how they're taking it to the max and they sat opposite sides, dude.
I mean, once they did it at the Hall of Fame, and they kept it kayfabe, I was like, oh, they're gonna
keep it like this until something happens. Like,
but I will say though, I feel like the only person that got Dominic to break character, and the video hasn't been released yet, and I've been sitting on it for a year and a half, was me when I interviewed him leading up to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
because I had interviewed him, Damian Priest, and so I started talking about how, dude, I was like, dude, I'm so impressed with how you've picked up on this so quickly.
Yeah,
like you were thrown in the deep end, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being the son of one of the greatest ever, that's a lot of pressure. And I was like, and you delivered like that match he had with Seth Rollins, his debut match. And he's just always delivered, and now he has this great character. And mid-interview, he was just like, yeah, you know, I owe it to my dad and this, that, and the other. And I could tell he was like, oh no.
Yeah.
So, but then he's like, I can't take back what I said. So he just continued, and he was very grateful. And he was just nice to me too. I was just like, and then that's when I asked him, if it's down to you and Damien, who's throwing who over the rope? He's like, well, we're both brothers, so we'll figure out by then. But so I got him to break character, dude, because every time he does an interview, dude, he's just in character.
Yeah, he is.
Like that with that one vato, it was a Spanish interview where he was talking about Rhea.
Oh yes, I did see that one, dude.
Oh, that was intense,
bro. I'm not gonna lie, that podcaster guy, the interviewer, he looked a little. He looked a little scared, dude. Like he didn't know, like, are you playing with me or you not? Like, I'm just trying to make content. Like, calm down. Like you could tell he wanted to say that, and you could see like, I think maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy. I was like, oh man. But I mean, kudos to Dom. I mean, he's staying in character.
He's staying in his character. And you've interviewed and you've Liv Morgan before, right? Or you've done like a little small segments, right? You got, dude. How did that even happen? Like, how did you even get to interview her?
Well, I mean, so the Royal Rumble was in town, so I got a credential for it to cover it. But whenever they're in town, they go on these media tours. They go everywhere. Like when I interviewed Liv, her, Bianca, Street Profits, and Titus O'Neil were at the Boys and Girls Club on the Fort Sam Houston base.
Oh, okay.
So we went there. We were shuttled to the Boys and Girls Club. And so they were there. And so my buddy at the newspaper was able to get a one-on-one with her. He's like, hey, do you just want to like tag team it? And you can just film it as I interview her. And then you can ask her some questions. I was like, let's do it. And so then she like shifted to me. And then we started talking. And that's when I asked her like, oh, have you had any breakfast tacos? And she's like, oh, I don't like egg. Like I don't eat breakfast. And I was just like, dang. But she's someone that, you know how when you see somebody and then you see them in person, you're like, wow, you're more prettier than the pictures. That was that. Like she was just stunning, beautiful, very charming, real funny girl. I was like, man, like, wow. I'm so jealous of Dom. He has a wife, first of all. He had mommy, and now he has Liv.
Dude, that's crazy, dude.
Man.
And everybody, I like all those interviews, how they're asking him too, like, hey, bro, how's the wife like handling this whole thing? And he's like, she knows it's work. Like, she knows it's work.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I mean, but they were like taking it to like, okay, look, guys, we're gonna have a meeting. You guys, you're gonna push it to like that edge. We're not on Netflix yet, so you have to put it here. Like, it's like, man, we're not on Netflix yet, and we're doing that. It's
I just don't want them to end up like Edge and Lita, man. I'm like, hey man, that traumatized me. I was like, what the heck? I was like, and I'm like, my parents walk in. I'm like, hey, I swear wrestling's usually not like this.
This is what happened. I don't know.
Yeah, it's usually there's blood and stuff, but
JR and King, dude, just listening to them, dude, it's
my gosh,
hilarious, dude. Just listening.
My God, they took off the panties.
And then King, puppies.
Puppies, dude. Golly, man, that's crazy. But that's cool. That's cool, man. That you've had that experience, and man, I'm hoping that I can be able to go to if WWE does make an event there.
Dude,
at
just
the
do
Sphere,
it, man.
Dude.
Just do it. Just like especially pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Like Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, they're very strict with that. But when it comes to pay-per-views, they want as much publicity as they can
for it.
get.
Yeah.
I've seen like goofballs get credentials, and I'm like, really? And it's like a bunch of marks, man. And so but it's just funny, man. And like they clap during like for the wrestlers. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be professional.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to be a journalist. journalists, right? And but they like clap, and I don't know, it's just silly being in those rooms. But
how many people are usually in those rooms?
Ooh, man, it's I would say about 30.
30 people?
30, yeah.
Well, media people, right?
Yeah, media
then,
people, yeah.
And then the journalists that are there that are gonna actually
Yeah,
interview.
so I mean, if it's like a major city, you'll see like real reporters there, like maybe like someone from Sports Illustrated.
Okay.
Someone from CBS had asked a real tough Vince McMahon question to Triple H, and he was like, "Hey, like I'm doing this story, you know," and so he dodged the question. He ducked it. He's like, "Oh, I'm just trying to focus on, you know, the current product and this, that, and the other."
I mean, we'll find out in about a week.
I know, dude. I'm looking forward to that.
My brother
docuseries.
sent me that screenshot on that video. I was like, dude, what
Dude,
the heck?
the even like the thing where he's like the puppets.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, that's
Dude.
saying a lot already within the picture, dude. Already, it's like,
Yeah, man. I mean, seeing the details, a lot of these stories, like the one that was it the Wall Street Journal? Yeah, the Wall Street Journal, man. Seeing the details in that, I was like, ooh, that's yeah.
I mean, they may think it's gonna be good for him, but it might bite him in the butt. Like, you know what I mean?
They said
I don't know.
WWE's not involved at all, one bit. So
Okay.
we'll see, man.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're gonna do it. Like, you know how what's that other company called that usually does like
Dark Side of the Ring?
Dark Side of the Ring. Like, you know how they show the ring, but they don't show the logo or whatever.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's what they're gonna do. Like, do the same thing.
Well, Vince volunteered to be in it because there's like there's a video where he's like sitting down and he's talking on camera. So I think it's something that he volunteered to do.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, well, you're gonna, I mean, whatever Netflix produces, they produce. Sorry, my eyes are like
No, you're fine. It's okay.
my allergies.
Oh, man. It's almost that time already, dude. It's almost our months, dude.
It's almost what?
It's almost our months already.
Oh, I know.
Menudo, pozole, tamales.
Oh my god.
I'm ready for champurrado. Oh my god. Eh? Delias.
Delias.
You mean the one that got closed?
Can I get some tamales at the side of FBI?
Hey, let me have that special. ¿Cuál es? Amigo, ya sé cuál estás hablando, amigo. Wow.
I've seen Breaking Bad.
¿Quieres that special? Yes,
That's
please.
special. Oh my gosh,
That's
funny.
wild, dude. When y'all heard about that story, not to go into full detail, but were y'all able to cover that story, or when it comes to stories like that, are y'all fighting to get the story, see who gets there first, or?
Not really.
No?
Unless like we got a really good scoop on it, because it's like, I mean, when the feds are involved, it's like we'll report it, right? We'll put it on air, right? An anchor will read it, but not necessarily a reporter, because something like that's gonna require a lot of like real investigating, and so like unless someone really wants to do it,
Yeah.
we'll just send a photographer. They get video.
Oh, they get
They
video.
get sound, and we'll get probably a statement from the feds or something, and just have the anchors read it on air. But I mean, other than that, not really. But I saw it as an opportunity to be like, y'all talked all this mess about Freds.
I know, dude.
I talked about Freds, my beloved Freds.
So crazy, dude.
And look what happened.
Look what happened to you.
Them, and then who's the other one? It's like one of the chicken spots.
The pollos asados.
Yeah, but it's not the OG
No,
one.
it's not the OG one.
It's not the East Side one, which is
No.
Oh,
That's the good
that
one.
one's so good, man.
But that guy got caught too, dude. It's like,
what happened?
well, the guy from Don Jose, the I don't know if it was a primo or prima, the one that was there, he was smuggling drugs too in the store.
In the pollos?
Yes.
Well, I heard that.
Yeah.
But I thought you meant like the OG one. I was like,
Oh
what?
no, not
okay.
not the OG one. The OG one, they got in trouble because of smoke and getting into the street and all
Yeah.
that was a bunch of baloney, dude.
Yeah, but I love them, man. They're so good over there. But yeah, I was like, see, everybody talked mess about my beloved Freds, and look what happened.
I know, dude. And what's crazy though is you have these businesses, right, that are, if you want to say businesses, they're bigger businesses, and then you have the small local ones.
Yeah.
And I mean, to what you're saying right now, right? I mean, that's why you got to be careful with what you say, because you do that and you talk so much, and people are like, these guys are making too much revenue right now. They're doing too good. It just took two people or one person to go over there and start snooping around, being chismosa, and they made a call, and that was it. Game over, dude.
Yep.
That's But the good thing is though we were saying it too, is that all right? Well, now it's back to Let's go get it from the corner right there on South Park Mall. That lady that's right there with the box right there. Dude.
Have you ever had is it Tamale Boy?
Tamale Boy?
Dude, he's good, man.
Really?
Yeah. I met him. They had a going away party for one of my friends. She worked at an affiliate station.
Uh-huh.
She was moving to North Carolina, and her boss. I know her boss really well, David. This guy was there he showed up to the bar with a big old backpack and it had all the tamales. I was like, hey, what's your business? Because Tamale Boy. I was like, bro, I've been hearing about you, man. And they were good.
Really?
Yeah.
They're big?
Yeah, man. They're
big. They're bold.
Oh, dude, they're good. I was like, oh man, but I always heard about him. I thought it was a joke, like Tamale Boy. Like
Tamale Boy, yeah.
Sounds like a superhero on Univision or something. That
yeah, Tamale Boy.
I thought Tamale Boy.
Tamale Boy. So at my work they call me Tamale Boy, but because my suegra, she makes the tamales. So usually I try to help her out.
Man, you take credit.
You know what I mean? It's like, hey, bro, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? Usually during like November, like right before Thanksgiving, the guys are hitting me up. Hey, bro, you got tamales, or? And I'm like, yeah, bro, meet me on the back of. They're like, what? And I'm like, nah, I'm just.
meet me in the alley.
Meet me in
the brown
alley,
paper bag.
Meet me in the alley, big dog. Yeah, no, dude, it's crazy to see that business is. They're officially closed, right? Until further notice, right?
I don't know. I haven't followed up with it. I just been busy with education and Uvalde, busy with now the future Mission Stadium downtown.
That's crazy. Everything's gonna move to downtown. The Spurs,
yeah, dude.
The Mission.
It's gonna be crazy, man. And so I just hope we're prepared for it because
it's unfortunate, dude. And I'm gonna, I should slap my own mouth, but we're becoming another
Austin.
I mean, there you go.
Yeah, for sure.
That's where we're becoming.
I mean, look at the east, bro. If you look at the east side of San Antonio, it mirrors the east side of Austin.
Big time, dude.
East side of Austin, historically black, historically Mexicano, and you see it now, bro. It's like the same ugly 3-story houses.
I know.
You know, it's. I'm like, how can you even live in that? You know, and then to know that you probably pushed out, you know, a poor viejito or viejita that was living there for decades.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy to see that, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy to see that, and unfortunately, that's where we're headed. I mean.
Yeah, man.
I think that's why a lot of people from here and then people from Cali like to go to Austin. But the thing is, they're not going to have to go to Austin because we're slowly but surely becoming Austin.
Yeah, I mean, people from Califa has been moving here for the longest, too. And it's because they sell their homes over there for
so much money. Then they come over here and they're like, that's it.
Dang.
And it's like, hey, bro, give me some, dude.
Gas is only how much? We're over here struggling with $3 and they're like, what? It's only $3?
Man, well, there's $8. It's like, what? What are you talking about? It's crazy, dude. How many people come here and they see like, we're not that expensive. Not that expensive yet.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
That's what's scary, man. Everything's going up here, man.
Like, dude, big time, dude. Well, $7. Cálmate.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, big dog.
I know, bro. And that's what sucks too. Like when you see ingredients go up, it really affects the small businesses.
Yeah, it does, dude.
The small restaurants.
Yeah, because now they're there and they're like, ¿sabes qué? We'll just get the carne today because, I mean, tomorrow we're really not going to make eggs. And it's like, man, you're making them think like that already, dude. It's like, why?
Yeah. And then rent's going up. I just did a story recently about rent going up on small businesses and how, like I did a story with this record store on Fredericksburg. It's called Friends of Sound. And they've been around for 8 years. Well, what's crazy was they've really been around for almost 20. 10 of those years were in Austin from 2006 to 2016. They were on Congress. And so the founder, David, he was telling me, yeah, bro, we were on Congress when nobody wanted to be there, when you had to go through this sketchy alley to get to our store. He's like, and 2016 come around and it's booming in Austin, right? Everyone's moving there.
Yeah.
Big buildings are getting built. And he's like, and they priced us out. He's like, fortunately, that same year, we were already opening our San Antonio store. So they moved to San Antonio in 2016. And then here we are 8 years later, they're getting priced out of their current building. And so, so hopefully they find a good space. They said they have some places in mind that would be bigger.
Yeah.
Which would be good for them. But it just sucks, man. It's our small businesses, which I think would make us very special as a city.
It would.
right? And
that's what makes us, bro, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's other cities that have small businesses, right? But we've had many people that have come. I've had many people that have talked to me that have come during Fiesta time, and they're like, man, this is small businesses. And they're like, yeah, this is what makes up San Antonio. That's why we're so like this together.
Yeah, bro.
But unfortunately, man, I guess the way the economy is right now is just, man, it's affecting everybody, dude.
Yeah, man. And so I'm just, but what I like to see though, what I have been seeing is a lot of people fighting back, man.
That's good.
They're going down swinging. I'm doing my best to go and support a lot of these places. Like when I go to a lot of these places, I mean, it's people that I know. Some are strangers, and a lot of them are very generous, and they want to hook me up. And I'm like, nah, dude, like just take all my money. That's how you guys will survive, right? Not by giving me, special treatment or anything or anybody. Like to me, it's just like we support our own by, we open up our wallets, bam, And so I'm the same way with my friends too. I'm just like, dude, I'm never gonna.
Yeah, of course,
like,
man.
Even if you offer it, I'm like, nah, bro. Like I rather support you.
Yeah, support. Yeah, I actually reached out to Albert because I've been wanting to get some artwork. So I wanted to actually put his artwork somewhere here. And I know I reached out to him here like maybe a week and a half ago or whatnot. But man, I've been so busy. But hopefully this weekend I can head out there and support him, dude. This guy's doing it, man. He's got his thing coming up right in October, right? His own little solo thing. What is it, October 12th or something like that?
I can't keep up with
I don't know, dude.
He's
all over the place, dude.
Yeah, he's like, I got another show and then another show over here. I'm like, damn, bro.
Ya
Like,
se puso bien famoso el Albert.
I know. He already has over 10K.
Yeah, excuse me.
Dang, 10,000.
When I had him, he was at 3. Now I have to call, and they're like, hold on, please hold. I'm like, dang, all right, I got to hold.
His assistant has an assistant.
Yeah, and it's like, man, hold up, Big. Who do you want to talk to? I want to talk. Okay, give me 1 second.
And then they call you back. Sorry, we don't want tamales, tamale boy.
Yeah, it's like, bang.
Dang. I know he's my best friend, and it's hard for me to get a hold of him. I'm just joking. Nah, I got a copy of the key to his studio, so
there you go.
Even if he tries to lock me out, I can get
Tries
in.
to lock you out, dude. That's cool, dude. That's so good, baby. Hey, what's up, guys? What am I drinking? I'm just drinking Mas Energy. More energy, more flavor. This one in particular is called Tamarindo, but they got 3 flavors. Let me put this down here for you. They got 3 flavors: Tamarindo, Mango, or my favorite, Hibiscus. Now, if you guys love to go to the gimnasio, you just love energy drinks, or you just need energy boost in the morning because you got lagaña and you're still live with your mom and your dad, that's for a different story. But Mas, more energy, more flavor, has got you, my boy. You can find them on Instagram or on Facebook, or you can go on and Google and look them up at drinkmasenergy.com. Again, that is drinkmasenergy.com. Now, when you do and you order whichever one you like, but I recommend you get the bundle. 3 or more bundles gets free shipping. Gratis. Who doesn't love gratis? I know I do. Now, when you do at checkout, make sure you use key code word DELOCO. 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 When you do, you get 10% off your order. 10%, mi amigo. Don't lose that and don't miss on that, all right? Mas, more energy, more flavor, is here to give you that energy boost, get you ready for the gimnasio, or just get you ready in the morning because you got lagaña in your eye. Whichever one it is, Mas Energy is here for you and whatever necessities you need. Mas, more energy, more flavor, an official sponsor for DeLoco Podcast. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, I'm glad I'm able to I have 8,000 followers.
Yeah, dude, that's good, man.
When I came back, I was like at 1,200, and then it jumped up to 3,000.
Yeah.
But that was 2 years ago, and then now I'm barely at 8,000. But dude, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. And then putting reels out, so I have like a certain pattern, like how I do it. So I'll put like a reel, or I'll put picture, and then reel, and that's been working for me here lately. So
yeah,
I don't know, dude. Maybe
whatever formula works, bro. Just if it ain't broke, don't fix it, bro.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying.
If it's working for you, keep doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna keep doing, dude. Because obviously before I was doing
like the opposite, and I was like, man, dude, I'm not getting any engagement here, dude. What's going on here, dude? I'm like, and then I would post on my story like, hey guys, check out last post, and I'm like, man, todo triste, este guy go like my post. It's like, man, come on, big dog. I don't want to be like that. So luckily now, like the way I have it set up with certain like even like certain hashtags, dude, like it matters. All the algorithm, like all that stuff like that, it matters.
Yeah,
dude.
I noticed that the algorithm only like short videos. Like when I post my stories, it's hard for those to get love. Like the 2.5 minutes. Those, as long as I get over 100 likes, I'm fine with that. And where there's been some that have popped off, you know, like the one I did on my buddy Orlando Mendez Valdez. He would be a great guest to have, dude. Or I could get him for you too.
Yeah, dude.
He is played for the Mexico FIBA team. Played for them and represented them. I mean, when you play for,
I know, man.
You know, and so to me, he's a West Side legend, Mexican legend too. He played with what's his name, Juan Tescano.
Really?
Yeah, they're teammates. Now he's his boss because he's the general manager.
Oh, wow.
Of a pro basketball team in Mexico.
Dang,
so he's technically his boss now.
There you go.
And he's the first Mexican-born NBA champion.
Oh, wow.
Juan Tescano is. But Orlando, dude, he's went to Lanier High School, played at Western Kentucky. Amazing dude, man. But he would be a great guest to have.
Heck yeah, dude. For sure, man. Yeah, dude, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, it's the shorter videos are what they get a little bit more love than the 2-minute videos. And of course, you have that rule of if you have it as a minute, max a minute 30, you're able to give it like the ad boost or whatever you want to do. But I don't want to be doing that all the time, dude, because now you have to be $10 and they go, oh, it's $2 a day. It's like, caray, I need eggs.
Yeah. I just know like my friends who will share my stuff, that I have a couple friends that I'll just DM it to them. And
and that's what I've been doing here lately, which has helped me out, because I would notice that with other people that I would have on, like they would send me their videos that they post like, hey, but they have it set up to where it's automated. Like when they send it out, like it already has what they wrote the last time. So here's how I know this, because I had a friend of mine. I'm not gonna put him on blast.
They're using was it ChatGPT?
ChatGPT. So
damn it.
The first time when I had him the last time, he sent me a video and then it was him and it said, please, if you can please like and share. And I was like, okay, perfect. So that's what I did. I thought it was him. And then he posted another video recently, and then the same text, hey, can you please like and share? And please, I'm like, oh, dude, it's already automated.
Yeah.
Dude. I don't know how they do that.
You know what's funny that you say that? Because you use the same formula as Albert, where you go live and it says, so-and-so mentioned you.
Dude.
And it works.
It works, dude.
Yeah.
So
people are like, why would he mention me?
Yeah. So I started doing that, and
dude, it works.
And then I noticed Albert did, and I was like, oh, dude, Albert does it too. But
or maybe he got it from you.
Dude, it works, because I saw that there's a YouTube. He's a chinito. I think his name is something Wong. I don't know. But he's the one who said, like, if you put this, like, if you write certain things, like, it'll get people intrigued. Like, what is this? Simple little thing. Like, I'm like, mention.
What's like with news reporters, they put breaking.
Yeah, breaking, and
like, oh my
man.
gosh, on Twitter, people put breaking, and it's not even breaking news, but they just put it anyways. Like, people are like, breaking, what's breaking?
Yeah, what's breaking? What's breaking here? Dude?
Yeah, and it's just like stuff that everyone knows.
Yeah,
like,
stuff that everyone knows, dude. All right, dude. So let me get the papers. I thought this would be cool. I thought it would be fun to see.
You got my papers?
To see what you're...
You got my citizenship?
No, it's been revoked. Nah, just...
Oh, no. Going back to Piedras. Damn it.
So, I got this... again, everyone that's listening and watching, this is fake. It's not real. Okay? So, but I wrote it to where you see yours, right? It's in green, right? So, we're going to see, like, your skills. We're gonna do it. If you see right here, I'm not going to mention the whole person's name, but the story is a lady is trying to sue our local HEB. This is a fake story, everybody, okay? It's a fake story. So she's trying to sue our local HEB because the food is so delicious, but because the samples that she gets every Saturday are not normal sizes. So if you could see, you're in green. I'm in yellow. So we're gonna. Let's try. We'll see how it goes. I thought this would be fun. We're gonna see how this is gonna go. So let me see.
Esto es DeLoco Mundo.
Good evening, I'm Juan El Chismoso Vasquez. Our top story coming from the south side of San Antonio. From shopping at your local HEB to a filed lawsuit. Tonight, your tia's favorite anchor is covering this story. Jose?
Thank you, Juan. Tonight, what seems normal while shopping at your local HEB on Zarzamora, from buying groceries, dancing to some cumbia, and getting some Texas-sized samples, it's just not the case for local shopper Maria con las chanclas manchadas de la Cruz. That's a name right there. Who every Saturday goes from small items and for the past year has been declared a gordita. Maria says even if HEB sells delicious items and have great samples, she wants justice and for her doctor to stop saying she looks like a bee. How do I look like diabetes? Maria says Maria. Tonight, we hear from Maria herself. Maria, thank you for joining us. What seems to be the problem?
Yes, mijo. Thank you for having me here. Déjame decirte algo, mijo. HEB, déjame declarar algo. Let me get something straight here. I am not diabetic. I'm just bloated. So HEB, every Saturday, mijo, mira, I go to HEB y siempre tienen los samples. So like I walk in, I'm already, if you want to say fasting, ¿verdad? I'm in my ketosis already. Y pues every time I walk in, I start off by breaking my fast como a las noon o'clock. Y pues when I walk in, I start grabbing fruit left and right. It's like a buffet there at HEB Plus. So you can just grab the grapes. They have bags there and some of them are already open. So I just grab from those. After that, I start walking down to the deli aisle. After that, pues there's a lady there. As soon as I hear samples, me voy para allá. Y pues ahí está la little Lupita. She's there and she has pues trae unos tacos and she's, mijo, you want to try some chorizo, the new chorizo and egg from HEB? It's not Hill Country Fair. No, mijo, this is, está bien. Pues, when she gives me the sample, no es un pedacito, es un pedazote. Pues, I end up eating about 3 or 4, ¿verdad? Y pues, después de eso, pues, I start walking down y pues, ahí están dando samples del HEB soda y quién sabe qué. Y pues, ahí está la cuñadita ahí, la tía Chema, y que, ¿cómo está, María? No, pues muy bien, mija, muy bien. Pues aquí, pues me duele la pata, me duele la rodilla, y pues la espalda, y quién sabe, hombre, me está diciendo el doctor que tengo diabetes y que me miro como, no, hombre, quién sabe qué. Pues I start sampling sodas, mijo, y pues, before you know, I'm drinking about 3 or 4 sodas. Y pues, after that, mijo, pues tienes que comer los sweets. Y pues después de los sweets, pues estoy comiendo un pandecito, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y pues, let me go ahead and tell you right now, mijo. Lo que yo quiero es $150 million de HEB Plus, porque pues, since then I went from a size 6 to a size 14 in a matter of a year. Y pues, again, I'm bloated ahorita. Nomás ando bien bloated. Y pues, esto es lo que está pasando. Ahorita el doctor está diciendo que me miro como un diabetes y pues, I don't know what that means, pero ahorita cuando me levanto a la mañana, me dijo, I get real dizzy, como que me siento que me voy a desmayar. Like, I don't know, pero HEB owes me some money, or si quieren me pueden dar la Loni. I'll file for that, la Loni, so I can get first of the month. I can be able to get carne. Porque ahorita está bien, it's real hard. So lo que, that's all I'm asking for, mijo. I mean, that's all I have to say. Pero if we can figure out con HEB, por favor, porque pues ya se me fregaron mi waistline, ya no parezco a J-Lo, ya me parezco un bote, mijo, y pues I'm bloated, mijo. So lo que, I mean, that's it, mijo. That's it. I'm done. Ya acabé.
Well, thank you, Maria. HEB, keep on being great. I don't know what's wrong with this lady. Reporting live from DeLoco Podcast, I'm your tia's favorite news reporter, Jose Arredondo. Good night, San Antonio. Stay brown.
Esto es DeLoco Mundo.
Oh my God. I love how professional this is.
Perfect, dude. Look at that. Do you like that?
got
It's
the-
professional, dude. It's professional.
Sheesh.
I said, you know what? We're gonna test out his skills and see how it goes, dude. So I made this to have some fun, but at the same token, has there ever been a time where you're reading the teleprompter and you're reading it, and inside your mind you're like, man, I gotta say that? Like, has that ever happened, or do they allow you just to?
Oh, so
you're just gonna do what you're gonna do and just make sure you tell the story how you're gonna tell it, and that's it.
So I've only read a teleprompter twice. 'Cause
Really?
Our studio's in Austin.
Okay.
So, I mean, I go live on TV and I have my script.
Yeah.
But I just use it as bullet points.
There you go.
Things that I'm going to say. But as far as reading the teleprompter goes, I'm not good at it at all. I remember there was twice where they asked me to go in studio, and it was like a segment where I was kind of tossing to it, but I had to read what was on the teleprompter. And so luckily it wasn't live. It was pre-taped. But I looked at the wrong camera the first time. And the second time I read it, and I just like didn't feel good. I was like, let's do a third one. Third one was finally mine. But I think with, so I don't really read a teleprompter. But when I go live, especially for like difficult stories, that's when it gets like, oh man. And there's like even yesterday, it was a really tough story to do. And I sent my script to my boss, and she sent it back to me. She made some tweaks to it, added some stuff to it.
Okay.
And that's difficult because when you go live on TV, you can give the producers just like little notes as to throw video, right? VO is the video, right? So for instance, if I know there's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to have to list off or may read, I'm going to say, toss the VO. And so, the beginning of my live hit, I'll be talking to the camera. And then once I say a certain word or sentence, that's their cue as producers to put video over it. So you don't see me, you see like just B-roll. And that's when I could look at my phone and I'm starting to read off what's on my phone.
What's on your phone, yeah.
And then I'll have another signal, on cam, which means back on me. Then I'm looking back at the camera. And if I would need to glance at my phone, which I probably won't, I'll, quick little glance, like I said, bullet points. Mm-hmm. And so that's the most difficult part about it is like, just going live. But when I go live for stories that I've done, like for instance, I went live for school closures and how a lot of teachers and students and families are adapting to it. San Antonio saw 18 schools close this past school year. And so a lot of changes.
Yeah.
And so those stories I know like the back of my hand. I've covered them for a while now. So that I can just ad lib, and I'm going to get you every bit of information that you need as a viewer. But yeah, so don't really read teleprompters, and I don't plan to. There's opportunities for me. For me to go anchor, but I don't see myself as an anchor. I'm boots on the ground. I love being with people. I love just being in the middle of everything.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome that you like doing that. And I know you are separating yourself from everybody else. I know we mentioned that earlier. You're separating yourself from everybody else. But I know maybe I have asked you this before, but you've already hit your 5-year mark. But is there a person that maybe you're like your goal is to interview that person or have like a moment with that person to be able to like get a one-on-one with them, or maybe get to pick at their mind or whatnot? It could be anybody local. It can be a famous person. But do you have somebody on your list that you want?
I got a couple people. Conan O'Brien for sure. He's my favorite talk show host of all time. And I kind of compare my life to his in the sense that he started out as a writer. Yeah. He wrote for SNL. He wrote for The Simpsons. And when David Letterman left NBC to CBS, when Jay Leno took over for Johnny Carson, that left a slot open, right? NBC needed somebody, right? And so Lorne Michaels, who runs SNL, suggested Conan, and they're like, oh, so does he have any stand-up experience? No. Acting experience or anything? No. TV experience? No. He's a funny guy, though. And so Conan went to the tryout with the audition with the idea that I'm not going to get this. So he was just super silly, and he got it. And so he struggled at the beginning. And he figured out who he was, and now he's a legend, right? However many Emmys later, right? And so, but he always thanks Lorne Michaels for believing in him, because they took a chance on this writer.
Yeah, they did.
Same thing that Spectrum took a chance with me. I came from the newspaper realm, no TV experience, and they still hired me. Yeah. And so Conan for sure, Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, dude.
Oh, that would be chingon right there.
Man, dude.
Rey Mysterio. Allen Iverson, bro.
Allen Iverson.
I love Iverson, man.
Nice, dude.
Like he's a cultural icon. Like if you had Iversons in my hood, you were cool. Yeah. Those are T-Max, but Iverson was the guy. So those are the three that I could think off the top of my head right now.
Those are your top three. Not top three, but those are the three
Will Smith too. Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
You just got to keep your distance a little bit,
Nah. Nah, I love his wife.
There you go.
I love his kids. I love him. So he'd give me a hug.
There you
A
go.
warm fucked abrazo from
There
Will
you
Smith.
go.
But I always compare my life to the Fresh Prince. Because when my mom passed away, my tío took me in, and he was like my Uncle Phil. My tía's husband, right? Just like Will Smith. It's his tía's husband, Uncle Phil. Taught me how to do taxes, how to drive, how to hold your silverware at the dinner table. And I lived with him twice. One time in 7th grade when my mom was sick, and then after my mom died. And so I always say he's the Uncle Phil to my Will Smith. And it was crazy because one day, and he's the reason why I'm a reporter. He's the one who planted the seed. When I was 13, what do you want to do with your life, mijo? 13, dog, I don't even know what I'm going to do tomorrow. So he came to the conclusion, why don't you be a journalist? Sure, what the hell's that?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, mijo, it's like a reporter. Okay, how do you do that? And he gave me the how to be a reporter for Dummies 101, right? And so, it wasn't until my mom died that I acted on it because none of the schools that I went to on the West Side had journalism. It wasn't until she died that I ended up on Northeast, where every high school had a journalism program. And so he's just like, he passed away 2 years ago, actually. It was January 2022. And so he was just the father that I needed, right? Like, I love my dad. I'm not going to say he wasn't in my life, but he's just that old school Mexicano mentality of like, if I provide, then I'm there for you, right? It's like, no, like you got to be involved. Like you got to know what's going on in my life.
Yeah.
You can't just, oh, I'll see you every other weekend and that's it. Like, no, man, like that's not how parenting works. It's not how anything works with any relationship. And so my tío stepped up. And so I remember I was living with him at the time and I had saw an episode of Fresh Prince. It's called Boys in the Woods.
Boys in the Woods.
Yeah, and it's the episode where Will, Carlton, and Uncle Phil
Oh, they
are
go camping.
and they're cold, and like the all the tents and coats is like on another car.
Yeah.
And so, but they're sitting at the campfire when they're burning the money, and so Will talks about how he was raised by a single mom, and how he was trying to teach himself how to skate, and he was trying to keep up with the other kids with one skate, pushing with the other foot, and that's when he said, "That's how I felt when I moved to Bel Air. All the other kids had two skates meaning two parents, probably money for college, car at 16, all that good stuff. And I'm trying to keep up with one." And then he turns to Uncle Phil and says, "Thank you for giving me my other skate." And I've seen that episode a million times, but seeing it, sitting in my tío's living room, who I lived with at the time, I was just crying. I was like, oh my God, this guy gave me my other skate. And I wrote a story about the parallels and I read it to him. So fortunately, I was able to read it to him and he was able to see a little bit of my success at Spectrum. But so that was cool. But yeah, that's my guy. But yeah, definitely Will Smith, just to share that story with him. Like, dude, Fresh Prince wasn't just a comedy for me, right? It had serious moments.
Yeah.
And I was able to resonate with that, right? Being this poor kid who lived, like my tío was living in Alamo Heights.
Oh man.
Bro, I was taking the bus to SAC. I would walk to work, and so like everybody showed me what I didn't have, which sucks.
Yeah,
like I'd rather be in the hood where everyone's on the same level playing
Same
field.
level, yeah, dude. Everybody's the same. Nobody's like, hey, we have more than you. No, everybody's
Yeah,
equal.
we're all pobres, right?
Uh-huh.
But over there, it's just like, man, like my neighbor, his kid, 16, had a car, and I'm over there
Oh, wow.
taking the 647 bus to SAC. I'm like, oh man. But yeah, those would definitely be the top people that would interview for sure.
Interview. Okay, perfectly.
Yeah.
Is there a, I know we're going back and forth or whatnot, but is there a wrestler that you like besides Rey Mysterio? I know that's on your top of your list, but
I would say CM Punk.
CM Punk.
That's my guy.
There you go.
Love Phil Brooks. And so it's cool because, Thunder Rosa's like my sister.
Yeah.
And so she's friends with him,
Yeah.
right? And so like when Drew McIntyre almost killed him on TV, she had messaged him. She's like, "Hey, I hope you're okay," like just like keeping kayfabe. And but I'm just like, oh man, that's so cool. Like I would have loved to have met him. Or I would love to meet him someday. But
Yeah.
I just love the way he thinks. I love the way he thinks about wrestling. Like he wants it to make sense. He wants to make. I love what he said when he first showed up. I'm here to make money, not to make friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's what wrestling's about.
Yeah,
Got to
making
put
money.
butts in seats.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I know for me, I'm hoping next year that maybe, man, it's like you're throwing a needle in a haystack. But man, if I can get John Cena, dude, next year's his last year. Next year's, that's it.
I got the shirt, the
Did
farewell
you?
shirt.
Did you?
I like it, but it's like athletic material.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a nice print though. It's
Okay,
printed
okay.
like it's not a cheap print, but I was like, oh man, this looks weird. Like, how am I gonna wear this?
Yeah,
you
how you
know,
gonna
like
wear
I would
it?
have to
Yeah.
wear it with like athletic apparel. I don't know,
Oh, dang. I didn't.
but it's cool though because on the back it has all his championships and where he won them.
Oh, nice.
And his last world title was here in San Antonio at the Royal Rumble 2017
Wow, dude.
when he beat AJ Styles.
Wait, weren't we there? When he came right in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
we were there.
Yeah, and that was a good match too. Cena
Dang,
showed out
dude.
for that one. So it's cool. Like people thought it was dates, right? They're like, "Oh, I'm trying to look up the San Antonio date," and I was like, "No, I thought the same thing, but it's where he won his last
He
title."
won his last title.
Yeah,
Dang. Do you think they'll let him win one more time?
they got to, bro.
Dude, they have
He's
to.
earned that right.
He has to, dude.
He carried that company when nobody was watching.
No.
You know, like during the beginning of the PG era, I stopped watching in 09 and returned. So I mean, I would poke my head in.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
But 2011, when The Rock came back, is when I returned fully,
Mm-hmm.
and so I've been back ever since as a fan. And but yeah, John Cena for sure. He's another one too. He's
He's a very classy guy, dude.
I love the way he talks. He's just a good storyteller,
Mhm.
man.
He is.
Dark humor. Yeah.
He's got a lot of talking.
Yeah, I would love to interview him too. Batista too, man.
Oh, Batista, yeah, dude.
I saw-
Did you see the latest interview they
Chris
did
Van
of
Vliet.
him?
Yeah,
Yes.
I love Chris Van Vliet is like the to me he's like the standard of how to interview
Dude,
people.
that's crazy. He's so good, dude. He's so good, man.
So smooth, knows how to like just maneuver in tough conversations because
Mm-hmm.
I mean they do talk about difficult things sometimes, and so he's amazing. But Batista's part owner of Devil's Whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm just like waiting for him to show up.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you know what's crazy is that when so I don't know if you know this, but when we were starting, I was at my house and then we started recording at Cafe Azteca.
Mhm.
So that same night that we left, I had a friend tell me like, "Hey, don't you do recordings here?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Who's this guy?" He took a picture. Batista was there.
Was this when they were on Commerce?
Yes. So,
Okay.
And he got there right when we left.
Oh man.
Right when we had left, dude. And I was like, oh my God, dude, what is he doing here? And they're like, remember the wrestling's here.
Yeah.
But he was going in and out because I didn't know he was the owner, like
Yeah.
a co-owner of that business. So
Yeah.
he was just popping in and seeing what was up. But for me
Yeah.
to, dude, like right there, man. But no, he would be another good one.
He's
too.
an amazing story. He's just a very soft spoken guy, but I love his story of growing up in DC, single mom, and just how shy he was, and for him to be that. And he was the last person because I would selfishly want to interview him because he's an amazing story, but also to ask him Eddie Guerrero questions
Yeah, man.
because he worked with him till he died,
Yeah, big time.
and so, you know, just to see like what Eddie was like in his final. Moment. Not he wasn't with
That moments, yeah, but
like
in
his final
career, like
yeah.
his career path, like that's it. Like how was he?
Yeah, and like I mean, Batista became a lover of lowriders after that.
Yeah, big time.
So yeah, definitely him too. Yeah.
They wanted him, Batista. Yeah, dude, that'll be cool to get Batista, man. I know he's not gonna do Marvel movies no more, right? Or he's not gonna do what role was he playing in?
He was Drax.
Drax, right?
Yeah.
He's not gonna do that no more, is he?
I don't think so. He has a new movie coming out with Drew McIntyre's in it.
Drew McIntyre's in there?
Mhm.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it started off with The Rock, dude. He opened up that door. Like
Dude, he really did.
he opened up
That's
that
why I hate it when
door.
people try to crap on The Rock. They're like, oh, like out of all like, because I always compare The Rock, Cena, and Batista. They're like, oh, The Rock's like the least talented out of the three, and I'm like, they're all different types of actors.
Yeah.
Batista's very serious. Like Batista's the kind of guy who would do an independent film.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much he loves acting. Cena, he's a funny guy.
Yeah,
He'll do comedies.
he'll do
He'll
comedy.
do whatever. The Rock, obviously, he does action, but The Rock's done everything.
Yeah, he's
Like,
done
did we
he's
not
done
see
a
The
lot.
Rock in Ballers? That was a
Dude.
great show.
He's got his hand in everything. I mean,
Yeah.
look now he's helping with creating like a live action Moana. It's like, okay, I mean,
He's a billionaire.
dude, I don't know.
Is he
then
the first actor to be a billionaire, honestly?
I'm thinking so because
well,
then
aside from Seinfeld, Seinfeld's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Whatever. But, like, Hollywood actor, the dude's just like,
I don't know. And then now isn't he something with TKO, right? Too, right?
yeah, he's
Like an executive or
a shareholder, like a majority shareholder or something.
I don't know, dude.
And he owns his name now.
That's crazy.
The Rock's literally, I don't know, man. He's He's up there as one of the
His-
most famous people on earth.
His daughters are set. Let me put
yeah.
it to you that way. His daughters are set. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But yeah, I would hope to.
Is that what you think? It doesn't matter what you think. Nah. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's a classic. It's a classic. Yeah, dude. I mean, hopefully I can be able to get John Cena. Have you seen the tickets for WrestleMania for Vegas?
I don't even want to look at them. I already know that. The LA ones are expensive.
Don't even look at them, dude.
Philly was crazy. I'm tired of them going to cold places. They need to move it to like a warmer time.
Something, dude.
Because it can't be in Ohio or
Yeah,
Philly or New York. It's all cold outside. Like, come on, man.
I don't know, man. But those tickets are expensive. Like, very, very expensive.
Yeah.
Like $6,000 range. Like, man, that's I don't even know. I don't even want to look to see how much the tickets are to get at the bottom, dude.
I'd rather just go to like all the events leading up to it and then just watch it at a bar in the
something,
city.
dude. Like, I think that's super cool to do that. Like, go to all these little small events that they have.
Because every wrestler on the planet shows up because they know they can go to a Comic-Con or like a wrestling pop-up event and they'll make money.
I like what they're doing now. Like what they did in Berlin. Like that event was just whoever shows up, they show up. There's no tickets. It's just first come, first serve.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. That's super cool. You saw how many people were there? Like,
Dude, it's crazy,
towards
man.
the back, dude.
Dude, in Europe or it's just anything internationally is really embarrassing America right now.
Man, dude.
Those fans are incredible.
They're loud. They're insane, dude. They're insane. Over here,
It's like,
Yes,
I will give San Antonio credit. San Antonio's been showing out the last few, like, whether it be like just.
I went
TV.
to the last Royal Rumble that's when I got to see.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, when I got to see Bray Wyatt. That was the last match.
Oh, that was. I was
was
there
his
at the press
last
conference. I have a video of him on my phone and his press
Really?
conference, and he was very emotional. And I was, even though like the match wasn't great in my opinion, but I mean, he was just emotional to be back, and like he had that moment with the Undertaker. Remember,
Yeah,
like,
he
the
had
Undertaker?
it. Yeah, he had that moment.
So
with
that was
him.
cool. That sucked when he passed, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
dude.
he's a talented dude.
He is, man. He is. Well, bro, thank you, man, so much for
Yeah.
coming, dude. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, dude. You're a busy bee, man.
Yeah, but I always make time for people, man. That's I think that's the most important thing to do in the community is like when people know you're busy, but let them know that hey, like I'm never too busy to be with whoever.
Yeah,
You know?
to be with whoever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, man, and kudos to you on your career.
Thank
and,
you, bro.
You know, wishing you nothing but the best in your future
Appreciate
endeavors,
you, man.
dude. So,
Man, my boy got a sponsor. Hey, give it up for Mas again. Yeah, Mas. Yeah. Hey, you sit there with your other energy drinks. It didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your blah, blah, blahs and your hoo-has. Well, Masha says we just whipped your butt.
dude, thank you for doing that. That's cool, dude. That's awesome, man. But yeah, man, kudos to you, and I wish you nothing but the best, man, in your career, dude. And
Thank you, bro.
Thank you for the friendship, man. I know
man.
we hit it off in 2022, and we've been
that
friends
was so
ever
long
since,
ago.
dude. And I appreciate it very much, man. So thank you guys for listening in. This has been episode number 65. And again, this is just a friendly reminder. You know, the year's almost close to the end. And I always said every podcast, Jose's witness, and he's been there. And I'm going to continue to say until the day I die is I'm going to just continue to encourage everyone to seek after the Lord. He's the one who lets us wake up on a daily basis. He gives us a fresh breath of air every single day. I know maybe sometimes you're going through struggles. You're maybe not having enough money. We were just talking about certain things, but just taking the time to thank him for the air and the breath that you have, because tomorrow, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So I'd encourage everybody to seek after him and find out who he is. And this is just a friendly reminder that God loves you. Dios Te Ama. God loves you, my friend, and he's got big plans for you, and he's working in you, man. He's doing a lot of good things in your career, man. So kudos to you. So guys, thank you guys for listening in, and we will see you on the very next episode.
Estás escuchando DeLoco Podcast.
Local Podcast.